Welcome to this podcast from Stratfor, leader in global intelligence.
We are going to create a new kind of politics that will fulfill the expectations of the people. With this promise, familiar words perhaps, but from an unfamiliar voice, Yukio Hatoyama this morning set up a transition team ahead of forming a new Japanese government. This after the centre-left Democrats crushed the Liberal Democratic Party establishment that has ruled Japan for most of the last 59 years. Welcome to Stratfor, I'm Colin Chapman. The defeat of the LDP was even greater than we predicted. The latest figures now show the Democrats won about 308 seats in the lower house, nearly tripling their strength in the 480-member Diet. The LDP won only 119 seats, down from 300. Several LDP big beasts were knocked out of the Diet altogether. For instance, Nobutaka Machimura, who headed the party's biggest faction, and Shoichi Nakagawa, a former finance minister, and former health minister Hakuo Yanagisawa, the man who once memorably referred to women as baby-making machines. Hatoyama now has a mandate to carry out his campaign promises of cutting down to size Japan's powerful bureaucracies and improving social welfare. That doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight or even at all. With the country facing huge external debt, record unemployment, and a public service resistant to change, as well as a wounded if routed opposition who will appoint a new leader, change activists will need guile and strategy as well as the numbers. The Democrats' campaign calls for a rethink of Japan's alliance with the United States will likely evaporate, as Hatoyama has already been talking about winning the confidence of America. Changes in foreign policy, at least in the immediate future, are, as Obama has found in the United States, not easy to implement. In the short term, the new government will try to live up to its election slogan of putting people's lives first, so we can expect a raft of budget-blowing actions such as tax cuts for the lower paid, provisions for childcare, and a mixed bag of small subsidies. But this is likely to be at least partly paid for by a cut in the benefits for the better off. Given that this group in society is the most likely to spend on consumption, the benefits to the economy may be neutral or negative. Analysts today have been busy writing their notes to investors, and they're not expecting much of a lift, which partly explains why the Nikkei started off well, but closed slightly lower. And, as we noted in this space on Friday, when anticipating the result, whatever success or otherwise the Democrats have in the short term, the medium-term problem of Japan remains formidable, in fact more than formidable. The aging population and the cost of supporting it in a country which has a very low birth rate, competition from the neighbourhood and not just China in world markets, and the cost of fulfilling a desire to reassert itself in a region of rivalries are the big challenges ahead, as Stratfor points out in its just published and deserved to be read monograph. Hatoyama and his strategist Ichiro Ozama face a long, hard road ahead. I'm Colin Chapman at Stratfor. Thanks for your time today. Bye for now.